Okay, welcome everybody to the Wednesday team call, the 30-minute mentor series this week. I don't have a guest speaker because I want to make sure that we take the energy from Summit. I'll make sure that you guys are all aware and educated about what's going on. And then we get focused. And to have some takeaways that we can start moving forward in our business. So one of the things I've been thinking about a lot is I was very vulnerable in a video on Monday morning in my personally sponsored coach page about how I was very unfulfilled going up on stage as a 5-time elite coach. And we could talk about that at a later time. I talked with my personally sponsored coaches about it. But some things need to change in this team. In my own personal life with this team, I believe we need to work a lot harder. There's a lot more that we can be doing, and we'll hit on that subject at a later date because we got to get through all these announcements and the things that are going on that you guys can be aware and that we can work together, because there's power when we can all work together and not separately. So one of the biggest takeaways, though, is I know Dwana reached out to me or texted me during one of the workshops, and she's like, it's so awesome for me to see my coach be mentioned by almost every speaker saying, I watched Scotty Hobbs' videos and I learned this, or I decided to get to this place. And, that's very rewarding to me and whatnot to see other coaches do that. But guys, I want you guys speaking on these summit stage events. I want everybody across the world, Canada, UK, to be achieving their goals, whether they're on our team or not, to be honest. Like, I want everybody to succeed. But there's something powerful when your team wins, and that's what I want for you guys. But a lot of times you guys are afraid. You're afraid to fail. You're afraid to get yourself out there, and you're missing out on a lot of opportunity and the ability to reach and impact people's lives because you're scared. And so I want you guys to know that back in 2011, I was scared. Today, I got home from Summit, and I'm scared. I'm overwhelmed with so much to do, so many things to do, and we'll go through everything that we got to do. Being able to have a balanced and healthy family life, a balanced and healthy business that's thriving and growing. It's overwhelming and it's scary even for me, because one thing that I know is that in order for things to change, you have to change, or you have to change the way you think about things, or you have to change the actions that you do. And we haven't been changing at the rate that I want to change. So I'm making those changes. So I want you to know I'm scared. I'm overwhelmed a little bit. I woke up feeling anxious about the team call, about all the things I have to do, about being at Success Club 2 this month, right? I'm there with you guys. But I stopped and I wrote out my thoughts. I wrote out my feelings. And I had my own self-realizations of what I need to focus on. And so what I want you guys to realize is important that you guys pause a little bit, write out, and make sure that you focus your energy where you want to go, because where your focus is, your energy will flow. And so you're scared. I was scared back in the day. This is what I call my hostage video, and many of you guys have not seen it. So I'm going to show it to you guys, because we're going to get out there. We're going to be louder than we've ever been. We're going to be bolder than we've ever been. We're going to be more courageous than we've ever been. We're going to take this team from 45,000 coaches to 100,000 coaches. What that means is you guys are building successful teams. You guys are achieving your goals of whatever it is, diamond, team leader, organizational leader, elite coach. You guys achieving those goals is what's going to equal us achieving a team of 100,000 coaches. And that's what's important to me, is to be able to watch you guys at Summit in Indianapolis next year, walking across stage. I want to see you, Kiara, walk across the stage. I want to see you, Adrian, walk across the stage. I want to see every single one of you guys. And as you walk across, I want to hear your team in the audience screaming your name, like screaming your team name and cheering for you. Okay, that's what I want for you guys. And I know it's possible, but we're going to have to overcome our fears. We're going to have to get out there because you guys have heard me say it a million times, the person who tells their story the most wins. And I'll just tell you, I could tell you the things I'm doing. I have 2,000 videos on YouTube. So it's not like a gift that I have of being a great coach. It's that I tell my story and tell the story more often. And you guys have that same ability to do that. So here, guys, here is the first time I ever shared my story. And I'm sharing it with you guys to understand. And I really got this takeaway from Brendan Bouchard about when you decide what you want to do with your life, you have to, like we've always been teaching and talk about, develop your strengths, leave your weaknesses behind. Guys, my strength was not public speaking. My strength was not leadership. My strength was not YouTubing. My strength was not writing posts on Facebook prior to becoming a Beachbody coach, but I understood and realized that if I wanted to have an elite team, if I wanted to bring my wife home from work, I must develop those skills. and focus on developing those skills. And what I can tell you guys, if you are not developing and focused on developing those skills, you are not, I'm sorry, but you are not going to be at the place you want to be at Summit next year unless you get focused on what you want and then develop the skills. Like show up every single day and develop and work on those fundamentals and those skills. So here's the video. That was a long introduction to the video, but I hope that this video inspires you to realize that we all start somewhere. Okay? And we'll watch it. It's only 1 minute and 37 seconds, and it took me like 3 hours to make.
All right, I'm Scotty Hobbs. I've been a Beachbody coach now for 8 months with Team Dynasty, and it has been probably some of the best months I've ever had in my entire life. I'm not going to say they were the easiest months I've ever had because, you know, it's a lot of work to go out and help people reach their goals, but it's something that I'm very passionate about and that I love to do. This past year, my life has changed completely, and the life of my family financially. Before I became a coach, you know, the past 5 years, I've worked 12 hours a day and 5-6 hours on Saturday mornings, and my wife works evenings at a hotel, and you know, I come home from work, I grab the kids, and she takes off to work, and we see each other on the weekends. And just to have this opportunity to be a coach, and where I will be working from home and with my family all of the time and not have my wife at work, it's just amazing to me that this is something that I can do, that I am extremely passionate about. And that's why I work so hard as a coach and try to help so many people, as many as I possibly can, you know, reach their health goals and their fitness goals, and if they desire, help them become a coach themselves and to pay it forward to other people. And it's just been an amazing ride, and you know, that's why I do what I do. I love sharing my passion with other people, and how Beachbody has changed my life.
Okay. Holy moly. That's funny watching from me. Okay. So now I can see all you guys a little bit better. Let me get this so I can see everybody's view. Okay, so there's the beginning for me. There's a couple things as I rewatched that video that I want to point out to you guys. Guys, I did not have a huge team. I did not have an elite team. I was barely a diamond coach. I had no one close to becoming diamond. I had no one on my team hitting Success Club monthly yet with me. But the one thing as I watched that video, even we call it the hostage video because I look so scared. Looks like there's probably someone pointing a gun at my head, forcing me to make that video. But what I want you guys to understand and know about that is in that video, as I watch back, is even though I'm scared, number one, I did it. I put it out there. I put the video out there. I think now about how I tell my story about April 11th, 2011, how I tell the school bus story. Guys, I didn't have that story down packed and perfect like I have now. But you guys could tell I was very confident in saying, a couple of things I know. I was very confident in saying, I will bring my wife home from work. And another thing that I noticed in that video is saying how grateful I was for Team Beachbody. I think I see too many people so focused on earning a 6-figure income, or I need to do this, or I need to hit this amount, or I need to make this much money. I need to do this. But I could see a true passion and focus in I truly love this. I truly love that Beachbody has given me the opportunity, and it's truly changing my life. And so that genuineness and that boldness in saying, this is what I am going to accomplish. Like Darren Hardy said at Summit, I'm going to go to the top of the mountain and I'm going to be at the top, or you're going to find me dead at the side. Like that's the mindset that I had from the beginning. So it's so important that you cast the vision, be very clear about what you want, where you're going, and that you tell that story. So I'm going to share my screen again, and we're going to run through this. But before we run through it, I'm going to glance real quick at who's on this. Adrian, I'm calling you out, brother, before I share my screen. I'm going to unmute you. We just got back from Coach Summit in like 2 minutes. Could you share with us about your experience from Summit and what your takeaways are and why you should come to Summit next year with us?
Yeah, sure. Thanks, man. Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right, cool. There was so many speakers and they were all outstanding. There was so many nuggets to pull from that. But my main nugget that I got was to share my story more, to share my story. I mean, I don't know how many people I heard say, share your story. And that's something I struggle with. I just don't know which story to share or how to share it. And I spoke to Scotty while we were there, and he said, dude, all your stories. Because I don't know if I'm supposed to share my fitness story, my past story, or what story. But the biggest thing that I took away from Summit was share your story. You just got to share it. And I know I heard Scotty say it before, you know, the person who shares the story the most wins. It just never really resonated with me as much as it did this last weekend, because every workshop I was in, it was like, share your story. Okay, I got it. Share your story. Okay, I got it. Share your story. Gosh, dang, what's going on here? And then obviously there's something to sharing your story, because that's what it's all about, sharing your story, because somebody out there will need your help with what you've been through and what you've gone through. So that's just something that stuck out to me. And if you didn't go this year, you need to go next year, because I met so many people out there that I never knew till that weekend. I mean, I stayed in a room with Kira's team, and they were way cool. They were all Canadians. I never met anybody like that, but they were way cool. And I got to know them, and I got to, you know, bond with them, talk with them, eat, all that. And it was just great. And I think I put on a post. It's not the same watching it. Granted, it's great that you're watching it on a computer screen. It's not even nearly as close. There's so much energy in those, wherever you're at. I mean, you're just amongst 20 or 30,000 other people out there, just really bonding together and breaking bread together and talking together. So if you weren't out there last year, I'm sorry. Yeah, if you weren't out there just recently, go next year, because it's a phenomenal experience. There's nothing. It's hard to explain. It's just awesome. It was great, and actually, I've already got my ticket. I'm ready.
Awesome. Thank you, Adrian. Kira, I'm going to ask you. I'm just random. I'm calling you guys out. What were your takeaways, Kira? Oh man, we can't hear you. Yeah, your microphone's not working. I'll let you try to see if you can figure it out, and I'm going to ask Alex, you're up. 1 second. Alex, could you share with us, that was your first summit as well?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Cool. Yeah, it was my first summit, and I actually wasn't going to go. I only decided to go about 2 months ago, and I decided, you know, if I'm going to do this and make this my career and my passion, I need to go to Summit. So I'm super glad I went. I'm stoked. I'm still on cloud 9 after Summit. Adrian was right. The energy is phenomenal, and it doesn't compare watching videos and like keynote speeches on YouTube from Summit. I met so many amazing people, and I am so motivated to go after all of my dreams. I want to have financial independence and travel and, you know, be on the Elite 10 stage. And it's just, I'm blown away by how amazing all of that was. I'm not very organized, so I'm spending today getting organized because you need to have lists of all your, you know, your follow-ups and challengers, and I just didn't do that before. I was kind of floundering in my business, and going to Summit has refocused me and made me recommit to succeed.
I love it. Alex, you have what it takes. Thanks for sharing that. I saw Mark just hopped on. Mark, what's up, buddy? I'm going to see if I can unmute you. Are you there, Mark?
Yep.
Hey, Mark, could you share with us in like 2 minutes about your summit experience, like what your takeaways were, why people should come with us next year?
Sure. So there was a lot of takeaways. So I guess for me, the number one thing is, well, there's probably so many. Put me on the spot here.
That's all right.
I get what that.
Just share from your heart something that you learned. Oh, he might be cutting out.
Yeah, so are you able to hear me? It keeps breaking up a little bit. Okay. I would say a lot of things, but one of the biggest things for me was it's really time to start working harder on myself. And like, I know for me, I go through periods where I'm working really hard, and then I just slack off, and it's not getting me to where I want to be. And in order to get to where I want to be, it's one of those things, like we hear it all the time. We hear it a million times, consistency. How do the top coaches get to where they are? It's all through consistency. Like, none of us will be top coaches if we aren't consistent with all of the things that we need to do. So the vital behaviors, the Shakeology, the workouts. So I think consistency is probably one of the biggest takeaways, because without consistency, we'll never get to where we want to get to. And I mean, there was a million and one things that I picked up from the different speakers, but I would say consistency and really pushing ourselves to be better. Heather wants to talk here.
Hey guys, I just want to jump in here. One of the things that I really was my big takeaway is it's the small, mundane tasks. They're not sexy, they're not exciting, they're not pretty, but the things that we do every single day. Can you just back up?
Sorry.
I'm trying to drive. It's the small, mundane things that are not sexy that are going to lead to massive, massive results. Just the little things, especially on the hard days when you don't want to deal with social media, when you don't want to pick up your phone. That's the time where we really need to dig down deep and laser focus. Get your checklist out, follow it up, cross it off your checklist, and make it happen. Come hell or high water, don't put it to the side. Just make it happen.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, guys. Since you shared some of that, before I go into the details of this, and guys, remember, facts tell, stories tell. Or facts tell, stories tell. So that's why I'm telling stories right now in the very beginning. And James, I'm going to share a checklist with you guys at the end of this call. I'm going to share it with you guys. Thinking about stories, like I was going to go right into it, but hearing that, I'm going to share a quick story. I'm going to make sure everybody's muted real quick first, though. And I probably won't hit them all, but one thing that Heather said that I really want to emphasize with you guys, like I work 7 days a week, like my first 3 years. Now I work 6 days a week on this business, and I don't have to work 6 days a week, but I do it because I'm very clear on my purpose. And there's times I've been way off track, way off focus, and the results of my business follow. Like if I can do all the work and not be focused on the right activities in the right place, and I can end up not achieving what I want because there's no focus. Think of it like a magnifying glass in the sun. If you want to burn the hole in the paper, you've got to have the focus dialed in on what exactly you want, which is burning the hole in the paper. So you've got to be focused in and dialed in on what your purpose is and what goals you want to achieve. But one thing I can tell you is I have shown up every single day for the past 6.5 years. And this is where I'll be a little bit vulnerable without going into details. Like Heather said, come hell or high water. And I'm just going to name just a few of them. And I don't want to devalue the complexity or the depth of some of them by going through them quickly. But I want you to understand, in the past 6.5 years, these are some of the things that have happened in my life, and I have still shown up 6 to 7 days a week. At first, I was sleeping. There was times I was sleeping 3.5 hours a night for about 4 months before I demoted myself at my own job so I wouldn't have to work 12 hours a day. That's something I had to go through in the first year. I went through having a shattered collarbone, like being drugged up, had my collarbone shattered in 8 places, threw my workouts off, threw my mental game off, and all of that stuff. I had my sister's husband commit suicide. I've had one of my favorite grandparents pass away. I have one of my aunts that's currently in and out of the hospital that's been struggling with cancer. I've had, in January, I had surgery on both arms and couldn't work out. I've had, and this isn't a pity game, I'm just showing you guys that I go through the things. Without going into details, I had my wife leave me for 2 weeks because of poor choices that I've made. And I've gone through all of these trials, and I can tell you the one thing that saved my life in these moments and got me refocused was Beachbody. Like so often, like Heather says, come hell or high water, sometimes you want to run when challenges come and you want to hide, but this is a family, and and you can pull into this and do the vital behaviors. I feel that not just vital to growing your business, these behaviors are vital to giving you life through hard times and helping you to grow through those hard times. So I want you guys to know that we all go through very hard times, but we can do this together as a team, and we can use each of these instances, these trials, as a moment to find the opportunity, to find the way that you can to share your struggle and connect with somebody that you weren't connecting with before. So I just want you guys to know, thanks, Heather, for sharing that, because that's truly what it has taken from my part. I don't want to say it's been a perfect ride. Like when you see that picture, success looks like this, like all these twists and turns. But it's over time, you get there if you stay consistent. So I'm going to share my screen now, and we're going to go through these details of Summit, a recap, and then I want to take it at the end and kind of share how I'm putting my focus, invite you guys to do that, and see how we can collaborate. So let me know if you guys can see this slide. Somebody give me a thumbs up if you can see it. Adrian, can you see it? Okay. I'm just going to let it like this. I'm not going to make it all fancy because you guys know how we roll. Okay. I'm going to go through everything from Summit and then give you guys some takeaways at the end. These are the things, this is like the timeline of what is coming out in 2017. So as you guys can see, I'm just going to name them. You guys can see this, the timeline. I put it in the team page so you can grab it from there, save it if you want. But Daily Sunshine is available now. It's a healthy shake for kids in both chocolate and strawberry banana. It's the same price as Shakeology. The one thing I love about it, there's a video on it. And guys, it's in the team page. There's a list of all these things with videos. I believe Adrian, I think, put it up in the files as well. So thank you, Adrian, for that leadership. But one of the things I love about it, it's like certified, like gluten-free and dairy-free and all these things. So a lot of people have been looking for that stamp of approval, and that's what we have with this. It's specifically designed for kids, but adults can take it as well. So it's a great option for maybe some of your clients that have ingredient issues with Shakeology with 70 ingredients. This is something with less ingredients that can help them as well. So Coach FAQ 7356 is where you can get more details on that. It's available now. I got some for my kids. They're going to try it tonight. So the BOD, Beachbody On Demand Android app is now available in the Google Play Store. So I know some people have been looking for that. There's an Elite and Premier incentive for those that are pushing for Elite this year. I mean, you got to look at all the elite qualifications, but to be elite, it takes a certain amount of what are called elite points. You can earn 5 to 10 elite points that can apply to any category of the elite qualification by helping 5 to 10 people get into a challenge pack in the month of August. So if you have 5 challenge packs in August, you get 5 extra elite points you can put in any category. So Beth, I know you're going for elite. That's something that can help you. Elisa going for elite as well. That can help you. Any of you guys going for elite, that's going to help boost your elite points. So there's also right now, sign up is available right now. What we need from you guys in the team page, this is one of our focuses. So write this down, focus, Team Beachbody Cup. It runs August of 2017. So next month, it's teambeachbodycup.com to register a team. Guys, this is where we need your leadership. Don't wait for somebody to put you on a team. Don't wait for me to say, hey, Adrian, you should go out and find a team. Or, hey, Alex, you should be on a Team Beachbody Cup team. Go into the team page, whether it's Team Dynasty or my personally sponsored coach page, wherever it is, or even a Beachbody-wide, like Beachbody Champions page, whatever it is. Go out there and say, hey, I'm going to lead a Team Beachbody Cup team. I'm serious about building my business and taking the momentum from Summit. I need 4 people to join me in my Cup team. Get their names, get their email, get their coach ID number, and register. And the cool thing about when you register for a Team Cup, they send you tips and advice on how to run your Team Cup team. You don't have to know how to do it. All you have to have is a desire to go out and hit Success Club and help people get into a challenge group, help people get onto your team by getting them into a challenge pack. That's how you earn Team Beachbody Cup points. So all you got to do is be able to do that yourself and encourage others, 4 others in your team to do that as well. So I'm encouraging you guys after this call to go into the team page, volunteer to host a Team Cup, and then start asking for people to be on your Team Cup team. What I'm going to do, I'll host my team, right? But I'm going to get in there and I'm going to watch you guys doing that. And as I'm answering messages and reaching out to my personally sponsored coaches, and they're like, what do I do next? I'm going to say, hey, Adrian is hosting a Team Cup. He's looking for 2 more coaches. I'm going to connect you guys. But I need you guys to lead the teams. You guys are on this call. You guys are serious about building your businesses. So you guys be the leaders, and I'll help you. If you don't have coaches on your team yet to fill that team, I will help you guys fill that team, but I need you guys to step up and lead them. That's how you're going to become a leader, is taking leadership positions right now. Okay, there we got that. All the details about that, if you want to learn what it is, Coach FAQ 3443. Next, another thing that came out was Clean Week. What I love about Team Beachbody is, guys, we've been running like Coach Sneak Peeks, Clean Eating Weeks, free fitness challenges, all that stuff they put together, coming out in September 2017. A 7-day Shakeology clean. It's called the Clean Week. It's $29.95. It's 7-day Shakeology supply and a 1 week's worth of workouts and a clean meal plan. And there's no commitment required. They don't have to put it's not a commitment to Beachbody On Demand for a year. It's just the 7-day commitment. That's it. There's no memberships that come on after that. Just they pay straight. $29.95, 7-day supply of Shakeology. You send them the link. They get the Shakeology in the mail. They get the clean meat eating plan, and they get 7 days worth of workouts. And then this is a great way for you to get people's foot in the door, let's say, to experience Shakeology, experience the workouts, so that you can transition them after that into a Beachbody Challenge Pack, into your challenge group, into Beachbody On Demand All Access Challenge Pack. It's going to be incredible. The trainer for that program is Megan Davies. She's our new super trainer. So there's a video also on the team page. You can see the video link to that. And also in the recording of this video, I'll try to copy and paste all the YouTube video links that I mentioned that I say are in the team page. I'll put all of these in the description of the recording of this video as well. So Coach FAQ for that is 34666. This one, guys, I'm on the Coach Advisory Board, so I know about all these things before they come out. I've been working with the Coach Advisory Board on developing these things. And this is one of the ones I'm most excited about, aside from the UK launch, is the new Coach Online Office. It is incredible. Like, we've been meeting with the CAB, and they share, like, how does this look? What do you feel about this? And we're like, no, don't put that on the front page. This is what we need to access on the front page. This is what we needed to take us to. This is what we need easy access to in our Coach Online Office. It's incredible. The Coach Online Office, the new Coach Online Office and platform is incredible. It's modern. It's getting very modern. It's also a redesign of Team Beachbody, teambeachbody.com. So when you send a link, it's incredible. Guys, it's incredible. You got to watch the video. I have a YouTube video. There's a YouTube video as well, a little bit on it. Just go to teambeachbody.com, our Team Beachbody YouTube channel, and all these videos I'm talking about are on there. But this one, guys, it's like, they get into a challenge pack, and it has like on Amazon Prime, like suggested or other people buy with, and it will have like energize and things that will help. Like, it takes what they type in their goal, what they want, and it gives them all the options, supplements, options that are going to help them achieve their goals. So it's very modern, very awesome, always with the Beachbody Challenge Pack as the first option. And then it has like the other tiers of things you can get. So it's going to be incredible. For the UK future Beachbody coaches, you guys are the lucky ones that get to experience that first. It'll be available when you guys launch on October 19th for your official coach signups. You guys have that official new website. And then shortly after, that full design and shopping experience and checkout and cart management in your Coach Online Office will all be available first for the UK, then Canada, then the US. But it will all happen very quickly. So be looking forward to that. We've been working on that for a couple years now. So that's going to be awesome. Next point, the thing that's coming up is UK launch, October 19th, 2017. This is when a Beachbody coach can officially purchase a challenge pack through you, can officially sign up as a coach through you. October 19th. 2 days later is the official launch event in the UK, which is a venue of 1,000 people, where Shanti's going to be there, the corporate team's going to be there, Gabby and I are going to be there for a couple weeks. We're going to be at the event. Just for you guys as coaches right now, current US and Canada coaches cannot go to the Shanti workout. There's not room. It's only for the UK. New coaches and prospects, but we can go to, if you want to go to the UK, we can go to the launch event, the official event. So that's super exciting. And there's a video on that also, and a Coach FAQ 1000. And there's also a YouTube video all about the details of the launch on Team Beachbody's YouTube Team Beachbody's YouTube channel as well. So watch for that. I told you guys I'd be flying through these. The next awesome thing is double time. You guys know me with 5 kids in the house. Double Time is the new workout program coming out November 2017. What I want you guys to remember is anybody that has a Beachbody on-demand membership gets these new programs I'm going to mention automatically added to their account. Not the clean week, because that's separate. That's a separate little thing to intro, like a 7-week or 7-day clean week, clean eating week. That's all separate. But new programs like Sean Week that just came out, and Double Time, these will all be automatically added to their account. So that's incredible. This one's coming out 2017. It's designed for families to do together with trainer Tony Horton. Go to Team Beachbody's YouTube channel. You can watch the video on it, the infomercial, let's say. And you don't have to buy the ball. You can use a basketball, a soccer ball, anything, a medicine ball if you want to get real tough with them. But the whole point of that workout, guys, like I do, I've done the 3-week yoga retreat with my daughters. I've done workouts with my wife. I've done core to force with my daughters. But this one is like, when you do that, you're both looking at the screen, right? This one is designed like you cannot do the workout with your partner. It involves using the ball together. And it's pretty awesome. So there'll be no more days where I go in there and Keena says, you can just do the workout by yourself. I'll be able to go in there and say, I can't do it without you. So it'll be awesome to be able to build those family bonds a little bit stronger. But that program will be amazing. There's a video on it. Coach FAQ 3472. Also, Coach Summit 2018, you heard the stories at the beginning. You should be there with us. I have some slides a little bit more about that I'll share with you guys, like where I'm saying all that stuff. But it's June 21st through June 24th. That's a Thursday night through a Saturday night, 2018 in Indianapolis. Register at coachsummit.com. There's an early bird special right now. It's like is it 145 or 195? I think 145. Right? So the early bird special, you want to get that, get ready to go with us. It's like Alex said, like, you got to make the decision. She want to win last minute, but if you make the decision now, then you can work hard this year or build your business, have your team there with you, promote it to your team, let them know that you committed. One thing I always say is never ask your team to do something you wouldn't do yourself. So if you're serious about building a team and you know how serious Beachbody Coach Summit is, you need to be there so you can talk to your team about being there. And I'm always going to tell you guys what's possible and raise the standard for you guys. If you're like, I'm going to go and I'm going to have 5 people with me, you're thinking too small. Guys, when I set my goal to go to my first Coach Summit, I was so mad I couldn't go to my very first one. I was only 2 months in as a coach, and my boss wouldn't let me have the time off because I was asking last minute. Like, it was like 2 weeks out. I was like, I need to go. Nope, you can't go. And I was like, I'm going next year. I'm bringing 50 people. I made that solid commitment, vision, goal. Focus, right? Like we talked about at the beginning of the call, we had 53 people with us at Coach Summit the next year. Why did we have 53? Because I set a specific goal with a very high standard. So I want you guys to raise the standards for yourself. If we're going to be champions and you're going to build the elite teams that you want to build, you must act like and set goals like a champion. Okay? So we want you there with us. Coach FAQ 2808. I'll hit on this slide, on the next slide as well. But guys, I already booked my hotel. I booked at Embassy Suites. So if you want to be in the same hotel as Gabby and I did it through the Beachbody website. We're at the Embassy Suites. It's like just a short walk, like 0.1 miles or 0.2 miles to the event. If you were at last summit, you're going to know the importance of being close and be surrounded by the team, like how great it is. Gabby and I met people in our lobby every single night. So if you want to be close and be able to bring your teams to meet Gabby and I, you want to be close to us. So that's where I booked, at the Embassy Suites, just so that you know. Also, I'll hit on that in the next slide as well, but I'm going to hit on one more thing right here. I love this one, guys. I'm not going to go into details of the quarterly bonuses for Star Diamonds that we've had as part of the compensation plan. You guys should understand that. If you don't understand it, watch one of our compensation plan videos or watch one of our coach sneak peek videos and you can hear me explain it. But there's a new diamond pool bonus. This is for current lifetime 1-star diamonds or below. You guys are eligible this quarter or the rest of this year to earn $500, which is $250 per quarter for the diamond bonus pool. What that means is you must achieve the rank of diamond and hold that rank, maintain the rank of diamond for 6 consecutive weeks in the quarter. So That's for people that are going to be new diamonds, but also for those that might be a 1-star or a diamond that dropped your rank and you're an emerald coach now, or even all the way back down to coach. It doesn't matter. If you get back to diamond and hold that rank for 6 weeks, you get a quarterly bonus of $250. So like, I think you should put that as your focus and like make an amazing Christmas for your family. Say like, I'm going to hit that bonus and I'm going to take the 250 and the 250 out $500 for Christmas. And I'm going to give my family an amazing Christmas. And that's what diamond means to you. Like, set some solid, concrete goals for yourself. But I think that's incredible. I'm super excited about that. But one thing that I absolutely love about that is you must earn Success Club in the month prior in order to qualify for that $250 diamond bonus. So the third quarter, so that you guys know, you have to hit diamond and hold it for 6 weeks, is between July 5th and September, July 5th and September 27th. Okay, hit diamond, hold it for 6 weeks for the first quarter. The second quarter, the fourth quarter is September 28th through December 27th. Hold your diamond for 6 weeks. You get the 250 bonus. And that will be for every quarter after. Remember that. And then there's bigger bonuses when you hit 2-star, 5-star, 10-star, and 15-star. I'm just going to throw this in there. Beachbody does not guarantee any level of success or income. Each coach's success is dependent on their own effort, diligence, and skills. But guys, the last 15-star bonus, quarterly bonus, was $47,000 for the quarter. So it's pretty incredible what you can accomplish as you build a team with Team Beachbody. So that's in Coach FAQ 8005 if you want to look at that a little bit more. Guys, tonight, 5 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, 8 o'clock Eastern Time is the Post-Summit Surge. Right here, Post-Summit Surge. What this is, it's led by Carl Deichler. Chris Downing is going to be on there. You do not want to miss this opportunity to hear from Chris and Carl. Guys, like I say, we all get on tonight. We watch the Surge live. It's going to be on Team Beachbody 411 Facebook page. So if you haven't liked that page, go to Team Beachbody 411. Like that page, guys. Get there. I want you guys to be on that Surge with us tonight. You can see it right there. It's facebook.com TBB Coach 411. Like that page. You should like that page already, because that's where I get all my information that I teach you guys on. And then also I get it from the Coach Online office as well. So we'll see you guys at that Surge tonight. This is also the landing page for Team Beachbody registration. Like I said, guys, I booked at the Embassy Suites. Here's kind of the reason why. It's $199 a night. You don't have to pay for it right now, but it's like super close. One thing, it's like an incredible breakfast as well. As you guys know, if you ate at New Orleans, it can get expensive. So it's free breakfast for you and whoever's in your room. It's going to save you some money being close, not having to Uber or Lyft, not having to rent a car. Just take your taxi from the airport to your hotel. You'll never really need to leave your hotel if you stay at the Embassy Suites with us, or somewhere at least really close. If you don't want to be at the Embassy Suites, like, find a hotel within a block or 2 blocks so you can walk easily and also to meet us. So CoachSummit.com is when you register. Make sure you don't register for your hotel outside your window, or it will cancel your registration. Elite, 2017 Elite Premier Coaches, 15-star diamonds, lifetime 5 stars and above. All-Star Legends and All-Star and current All-Stars all could register for the past 2 days. But you guys can register for your hotels from the block on Thursday, which is tomorrow, July 20th at 9 a.m. Pacific time. So set an alarm, set an alert. That's when you can register, and it's going to close on May 29th the next year at 11:59 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So make sure that you register for your room, get your room booked. I'm going to share with you guys before some of my takeaways. I was able to at Summit, and you're going to hear some of our coaches talk in the team page. You can go on YouTube and watch top coaches talk about their takeaways. You can watch some of them in the Team Dynasty. Some of our coaches share their takeaways. You listen to some in the beginning of this call, share their takeaways. I'm going to share with you guys my takeaways from a special leadership event meeting that I got to go to on Friday. It was a 4-hour session with all of the, guys, our team has been elite 5 years straight. All of the 6 to 8 year consecutive elite coaches. There's only 8 of them, by the way, that have been elite team longer than us. They all shared their leadership thoughts, and as well as Brendan Bouchard in a more private setting. Had a couple of my leaders there and the leaders of this downline, but I'm going to share with those of you that were not there. First from Brendan Bouchard is that you don't need to get more done. This is my takeaway. You don't need to get more done. You need to get the right things done. You don't need to do more. You don't need to put more hours in. You need to do more of the right things. You need to build your team. So what leads to initial success, and this was an aha moment for me, what leads to initial success is not sufficient for long-term success. What got you here will not bring you to the next level. So if you've seen some success in your business, what got you there is most likely not going to take you to the next level. You've got to change some things. And what I want you guys, another thing that I took away is momentum becomes before motivation, kind of like what Mark and Heather shared. Momentum comes before motivation, not the other way around. You've got to do the mundane things day in and day out, focused on the activities that will build your business, and then you're going to get motivated because you can start to check things off. And guys, spoiler, I'm going to give you guys a checklist. If you do the mundane things every single day, you can check them off. You're going to see the momentum. Then you get motivated. It's not the other way around. And then you talked a lot about becoming a high performer and what does that feel and look like. It means you're in full engagement with your business. You're fully engaged with what you do, with running your challenge groups, with connecting with the world, with your thoughts and your ideas and your dream and your visions and your goals and the stories that you're telling. You're fully engaged in that. You're not just going through the activities like, oh man, no one's doing anything. Why am I not a 5-star diamond yet? Why am I not a 6-figure earner? Like you're not focused. You have those goals, but you're fully engaged in your purpose and adding value to your clients and future customers. The next thing that I took is joy. Guys, if you're like frustrated all the time, upset, complaining, you are not going to attract the right people into your business. You are not going to move your business forward. You have got to bring the joy. You have got to create that inside your life. He did this amazing exercise. I went to his seminars, High Performance Academy, Experts Academy in 2013 and 2014. One thing that, like you guys see me do 2,000 videos, I have to create that energy before I deliver that message. And the thing that I got from him is like he had us sit there and like close our eyes and 1 to 10, at what level of happiness and joy were we? And I was tired in that meeting. I'm like a 5. I'm exhausted. I need some energize, or as he called it, I need some energizer. And I sat there and he talked us through like raise the level a little bit of joy, like put a smile on your face, bounce a little bit, create energy. And with our eyes closed, I took myself, like I was like almost punching like core to force punches in a meeting. And by pure mind power, we rose our energy level from a 4 to a 10 in less than 3 minutes. So if you're not fully engaged with your work, this is what I took away. Like step away, create the joy, create the energy, and then get to work, because that energy is going to go through into what you do. So bring the joy. You need to find out how to do this if you want to become a pro. The next thing is confidence. Confidence is knowing and trusting that you will figure it out on the way. That you will figure this out on the way. Guys, I'm still figuring it out, but I'm confident we're going to take this team from 40,000 coaches to 100,000. I'm confident that we're going to continue to build the strongest and best team, and that there's going to be multiple of you guys walking across stage as elite coaches and Star Diamond coaches. I'm confident. I don't know how yet. I don't have the system in place, but I am confident that if I put the focus into it, we are going to make that happen. So guys, master at transitions. This is huge for not burning out. You will be more productive when you take breaks and learn how to release tension. So if you're feeling tension, you got to push away from your desk for 5 minutes, re-energize before your next idea, release the tension, set the intention for what you want to accomplish in the next 45 minutes to an hour, and then go do it. This is one thing that was huge for me. You got to raise the necessity. High performers don't fear demanding more. Pressure is good for high performers. It is necessary for me to do well to get here. So it's necessary for me to perform well so I get here. So this means that when you know what you should be doing the work and you ignore it, you are not practicing a high performer. A high performer says this is too much pressure and they stop. So you have to engage with, accept high pressure in your business. Like that feeling of I have to produce, I have to lead, If I want my coaches to sponsor 5 coaches so I can build an elite team, I must sponsor 10. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I have to raise that bar. I have to raise the necessity for me to perform at a higher level if I want my team to perform at a higher level. So if you want to be a high performer, you have to accept that. Guys, I love this takeaway from that leadership from him is keep the main thing the main thing. Write that down. Keep the main thing the main thing. What business building activities will make your Beachbody vision come to life? What activities will make your Beachbody vision and goals come to life? And here's what I learned about how to develop influence in others. Number 1, this was a huge takeaway for me because I'm a people pleaser by nature. I just want you guys send me messages, I give you answers. You send me a message, I send you a video. But what I learned about how to truly influence people is to teach people how to think. Teach people how to uncover a problem or situation and solve it. Teach them how to do that. Don't just tell them how to do it or give them a video how to do something. Teach people how to think. So it would be like if, let's say, Megan comes to me, Megan Bennett. You're like, man, I reached out to 10 people and all of them told me no. Like before I could be like, it happens to me too. Like I sent out 10 invites and I got no too. Like just keep inviting. Like that's the way that I've been. What I learned is I have to teach people how to think. So I have to teach you to think through what's happening. Like why are the 10 people saying no? What could you do different? How could you tell me? I want you to think about how you could adjust your approach. How do you feel your energy level was? Like, what were you thinking about? How confident were you in your ability to lead a challenge group or to lead your team when you made those invites? Like, let's think about how you went about this approach, how you invited people, how you responded when they told you no. And so it's important that you teach people how to think through their problems. You got to challenge people. And this is what I went very vulnerable about in my personally sponsored coach page with a live video. Is you've got to raise their ambition and you've got to push and challenge people. I told the story. I'm going long on this call, I know, guys, but like I'm fired up. We're going to do some major things with this business, so I want to be able to teach you guys what I'm going through. I told this story real quick. I'm going to tell it briefly to you guys because we are getting close to the end. This is like, as my friend Mike Greenberg would say, I'm boastfully bragging right now. I was able to play in the Little League World Series. We got to travel. I got to play in the Little League World Series. But here's the thing, guys. The team I played on before I got to the World Series championship team, just the team here in my local town, I was the smallest player, the least confident player. I looked at everybody else like, how come they hit home runs every time? How come they're so much bigger than me? Because I was like the 120-pound kid, the lightest kid on the team. But I had a coach, guys. This is where it's going to be. I had a coach that believed in me, a coach that challenged me. And the coach that put me in the game, because I showed up to practice every single day. I was there earlier than anybody else. I stayed longer than anybody else. And I practiced outside of practice. And this coach, to give you guys an idea about this coach, his name's Brad Young, I remember doing the fundamentals, and I'm going to tell you guys about the fundamentals, and you guys relate them to the business. The fundamentals of baseball playing are hitting, throwing the ball, grounding the ball, and doing plays, right? And there's other fundamentals like being able to think quickly. Like when you're in the batter's box, you got to think quickly. So I think about it, and I became the third baseman and the shortstop on the starting team in the Little League World Series. And there was like fun competitions at the World Series amongst everybody from across the country, where like the home run contest, there was the base running contest. And I won as like one of the smallest players. I won the base running contest out of the entire World Series. And when I was a little kid in 1994, how did this little guy with little confidence, smallest kid on the team, go to the Little League World Series and be a starting player, hit home runs, and win the base running competition? I'm going to tell you guys exactly how it happened. Because I had a coach that forced us to do the vital behaviors, forced us to do the fundamentals in practice every single day. But here's where I fell as a coach right now. And I'm being vulnerable with you guys so you can identify what you're doing wrong or what you can improve in. I'm going to tell you what this coach did, then I'm going to relate it to Beachbody so I'm not confusing you guys. I became one of the best third basemen and the fastest runner. How this happened is at baseball practice, when we're practicing grounding balls as a third baseman, shortstop, they hit the ball to you. They hit it as hard as they can. They don't just hit it to you softly because it's got to be like in the game. And they teach you, when you play baseball, you got to put your knee on the ground and put your body in it. You sacrifice your body for the ball. Like, we knew that. We were taught that fundamental. So you put your knee on the ground, put your body in front of the ball, and hopefully hit your mitt, right? That's the goal. But sometimes it hits your chest, hits your arm, but you stop the ball no matter what. You don't throw down your mitt to the side and hope to catch it. You don't like stay standing straight up with your legs spread and put your mitt down and hope that the goes in. Like, balls take weird bounces. You got to be in front of the ball, sacrifice your body. So this is what happened. If I missed the ball, whether it was perfect form, like my knee on the ground, put the ball, sacrifice, hits off me, goes past, or whether I didn't do perfect form, I threw my mitt down and it went past me. Here's the other thing. If I threw the mitt down, I got the ball, but I didn't do it with the right form. I put my mitt to the side. I didn't sacrifice my body. I got the ball. I threw the ball. Perfect play. This is what I had to do. If I missed the ball, or I did it with, or I got the ball with the wrong form, we had to sprint 5 times around the baseball field, come back and ground the ball again. Okay? So how did I become the best? Because I failed a lot at third base at getting down the right form. I missed the ball a lot, and I became a fast runner for that reason, because I had to sprint more than any other kid on our baseball team because I missed the ball more. But I became one of the best because I began to learn that even if I got a good play and I stopped the ball and I did it with the wrong form, I had to still run the bases. So it taught me to put my body in front of the ball every single time. And by doing that, I became great. I became good at it. So I'm going to relate that to Beachbody right now. You can do the 3 vital behaviors. Sometimes you're going to get lucky and hit Success Club without the right activities, without being consistent and disciplined. And my fault in Beachbody as a coach and leader is I just say, good job, you hit Success Club. Even when I know you didn't drink your shake every day and commit to starting and finishing a program or showing up every day to your business. I still like, yeah, good job, you're doing awesome. When I know you're not doing the fundamentals every day and with the right mindset or the right techniques. Another thing I do is I see my coaches like hit 2 points or 0 points. They're like, I'm trying. I'm like, try harder. You got it next month, right? Does that make sense? Like that's how I've been. But if I want you guys to become World Series players, champions as Beachbody coaches, like I must be stronger with you guys. And that's one of my takeaways from Summit that I am committed and focused to doing. Is Kira, if you tell me you want to be an elite coach, but you're not showing up like an elite coach, I'm going to call you out on that. I'm going to call you out on that. And that's one thing that I took away, is that I've got to teach you guys how to think. If you want to be an elite coach, how to think and act like an elite coach. If you want to hit Success Club monthly and hit Diamond, I've got to teach you how to act and think like an elite coach. So no more just like, I'll be an encourager. Like, recognition is important. I'm still going to recognize. But on our one-on-ones, I'm going to be very much more saying, like, if you end at 4, Success Club 4, or your goal's Success Club 10 and you hit 6, like I used to say, good job, you at least got 5. You at least hit Success Club 5. I'm going to make you guys sprint. I'm going to make you sprint the field a couple times so you can understand and become better, because that's how we're going to be champions as a team. So raise your hand if you guys are okay with that, if you need that in your business and want to do that for your team. Okay, we're going to do that. Next. And I'm going to finish this soon, I promise. Develop courage. This is something that I took away. Like the video I showed at the beginning. I was afraid, but guys, I want you guys to know, it's okay. You can still be afraid and be courageous. Guys, I'm afraid. I'm putting this out there right now. It's been far too long. There's far too few male Beachbody coaches that are 15-star Diamond. We will be a 15-star Diamond team at Beachbody Coach Summit. I just swallowed. You see that? It scared me. Like, I'm afraid. I'm afraid to put it out there. I'm afraid to fail again at that, but I'm going to be courageous in putting that out there and then adjusting the way I think, the way I approach, the way I teach people how to think, and we're going to make it happen. I don't know how yet. I honestly don't know, but I'm going to put my focus and energy on that. Where the focus goes, the energy goes, and I'm going to figure it out on the way. You guys on the team that are a part of my PS team are going to step up, and we're going to attract the people that are going to make it happen. I understand that, and I know that's going to happen, but I'm going to be courageous. So I'm going to develop courage, and I'm going to show you guys and demand that you guys show more courage in your business as well. Your coaches are not going to step up their levels. They're not going to overcome their fears unless you do. They're not going to raise their standards unless you do. So that's going to be so important. So, guys, another tip that I thought about at that leadership event was, guys, do your friends and family know what you want out of life? Do they know? Do you tell them? Do you voice your opinion? Do you shout it out loud and proud? Did you watch my video at the beginning, the minute and 30 seconds when I was afraid? Did you watch me tell people I will bring my wife home from work? That's how loud and proud, even though I was scared, I was about telling people what I was going to do with this. You've got to become courageous and put that out there. Not care if some of them are going to say, you don't have what it takes. You've always been a failure. Like, you guys have this team to lift you up and encourage you. Surround yourself with us. Tell those people, and those people told me that back, and they told me that. I said, hey, you can sit in the bushes and watch, but I'm going to go there. You can either join me or you can sit on the side, but I'm going to tell you it's going to be more fun to be a part of this with me. Your life is going to become better if you do this with me. The next thing that I want to share from Barbie Kalev, that, she's an elite, I think, 7-time coach. Are you clear about this, guys? Your Beachbody business right now, I'm asking you, are you clear about this Beachbody business? Are you in? Like, there's no gray area if you want to be successful. You're either in or you're out. So I think it's important that you sit down sometime this week and ask yourself, am I in or am I out? And stop dabbling and messing around with it, because you're wasting your time. If you say that you want to accomplish something big with your life and you don't know if you're in or out yet, then you're never going to get there. You haven't made a concrete decision. And that's going to go for any aspect of your life. The next thing that I got is you've got to set goals, and set goals with soul. I can't remember who said that, but set goals with soul. Not just Success Club 5. Set goals based on how you want to feel, how you want to be recognized, how you want to be seen for your input and the value that you add to this world. Okay, I'm letting that set in just a little bit. You've got to identify when and where, like how you want to experience feelings, how you want to contribute and connect with the world. Like, see what brings you joy, where you feel that you contribute, where you feel you connect with the world, and go do more of that. Go do more of that. And don't, guys, this is, I think, one of the biggest ones I took away leadership. Don't wish it were easier. That's for the weak. Guys, we're freaking warriors. Guys, we're going to be champions. Don't wish it was easier. Like when Buster Douglas knocked out Mike Tyson. I love that story. If you haven't heard that story, go listen to it. Eric Thomas tells it. He didn't wish that Mike Tyson was not as great of a fighter. Like, his mom told the world that Buster Douglas was going to beat Mike Tyson. And when that fight came up, Buster Douglas's mom died 2 days before that fight. So he had a decision that he could win that fight for his mom. Guys, are you in or are you out with your why? Like, why you're doing this? Once you're in and you boldly put that to the world and you work consistently with the compound effect, that's when it begins to happen with you. So don't wish you were easy or wish you were better. And one of the best things that I learned was from my personal coach, Lindsay. And I shared this with one of my leaders, Heather, about 5 or 6 months ago or so. It says, what's the story? What's playing in your head? Like, about your business, about yourself, your thoughts, about your team, about your challengers, about your prospects, everything about your business. What's playing in your head right now? And what if you were to record those thoughts and share that recording with your team and they were to hear that? Or share that with your prospects that are looking at joining your business but haven't told you yes yet. They're working through their issues. What would they say? What would your team say if they could hear your thoughts? Like, let that sink in. I'm like giving you some time to let you think about that. So I think about that one and I'm like, oh man, that's that's powerful, because I'll be vulnerable. There's times in my life or in my business where I've felt like that. I'm like, what's wrong with my freaking team? Like, how come I can hit Success Club 10 every month, but they like don't do it all the time, and they do it sometimes? And there's better ways, because where you put your focus, where the energy flows, where the focus goes, the energy goes. And I'm going to take you guys back to my first year a quick story. I've hit Success Club 10 for 75 months. I've never missed a month. It's a decision I made, a decision that I would do, the one thing that I can control. But I remember, guys, I was so frustrated. I hit Diamond in 90 days. You know, Lindsay told me, Success Club 10, Diamond in 90 days. There's even a roadmap to Diamond in 90 days. If you Google search it, I printed it out. I wrote out my names. I put my friends and prospects in those slots, and I became a Diamond in 93 days, a decision. But I remember being so frustrated. And I'm like, why is nobody hitting Success Club? Why is nobody on the team call? Why is I would be working like, I'm a beast at Success Club 10. I'm bringing my wife home. I'm going to make this my full-time job. And, you know, at the times, I'm going to be an elite top 10 coach. Like, I believed so confidently, but this is what was rolling in my head. That story Lindsay Matway talks about. This was what was playing in my head while I was working. And I'm just going to name those that I can see on here: Megan, Alexander, and Alexandra, and Kira. And this is not a reflection of them. I'm just using them because their names are here. I'd be working, hitting Success Club 10, checking in the team pages, doing my follow-ups, inviting the coach sneak peek. And I'd be typing, doing this. I'm like, what the frick is wrong with Megan and Alexandra and Kira? They're not showing up to team calls. They're not hitting Success Club. They haven't posted on social media. Like, what is wrong with everybody? Like, that was what was playing in my head. And I was playing like, can not anybody do this? Am I the only person that can do the 4 vital behaviors every single day? Like, this is not hard. All it takes is a decision and some sacrifices on your time and like playing softball and video games and a little sleep. Like, anybody can do this. Why are they not doing it? Right? That's what was playing in my head. When I figured, my hand's shaking, that's weird. I'm excited. And I'm not nervous. But you know what changed? Is I realized that. And I remember specifically changing the story and the thoughts that I was saying in my head. It went from saying this, Jennifer, she's showing up. Jennifer, you know, Jennifer has what it takes. She's posting on social media every day. She's on every single team call. She has what it takes. And guys, Jennifer became one of my first 3 diamond coaches. I began to change the way I thought. And within 2 months, I went from, guys, I was a diamond coach, just so you guys understand, 90 days. And then I went 9 months without helping anybody else become a diamond coach. And I heard my mentor saying, you got to break advance somebody every 3 months to diamond. That should be your ambition. That should be your goal. You go to diamond 90 days. You have one of your people go to diamond in the next 90 days. You have someone go to diamond in the next 90 days. You have someone go to the diamond in the next 90 days. And, you know, within a year and a half, you're a 5-star diamond elite coach. Like, I heard it. But I was wondering, why is this not happening for me? And it's because of that story, the way I was, like what you put out to the universe becomes your reality. So I changed the way that I thought and felt about my coaches, and I recognized the small things that we were doing, encouraged them. They felt that from the heart. However the universe works in that way, God helped, the universe helped. They rose their bar. They felt that from me, that true belief in them. And guys, in the next 2 months, we went to 3-star diamond coach. 2 months later, we got 2 more diamond coaches. We went 5-star diamond. That year, we ended the year without me even knowing how elite coaching worked, like how the elite points worked. We were number 16 in the company. And all I did was change those thoughts. I didn't change the work I was doing. I just changed the way that I thought about the people on my team and what was possible for them and what they could accomplish. So I want you guys to really focus on that and work on that aspect, and things are going to change for you. So we've already gone over an hour, guys, so I apologize. So we're going to have a takeaway. There's 3 takeaways. Well, there's a lot of takeaways. You can get your individual ones. You need to write it out. Right? I would write out 3 or 4 decisions that you're going to make. 3 things that you're going to focus on and make happen in this month and next month. So number 1 is this should be one of yours. Get on lead a team cup team. And host it and get started on that. Guys, lead a team cup team. The next one, I need leadership right here so you guys can volunteer. I called out 2 of my coaches today and asked them to lead a coach sneak peek group. We need like 3 more coaches to help host that group. I have the images. I have the copy-paste templates for you to host the group, how to set up the group, how to create the group, what post to put every single day, what to talk about every single day. I have it. We need 3 of you guys to host a coach sneak peek with Dwana. I call that Dwana Olson. She's going to help host it. And also Duana and sorry, I just spaced it right now. I will get that to you in the team page. Duana's going to host it, and it's coming to me. Anyway, let me give you the dates right now. We have July 31st. They're going to host that group. So get in the Team Dynasty page. Like, let them know if you want to be a part of it, of hosting the group, and then be a part. If you're not helping to host the group, be a part of the group. That gives you a week and a half to invite people with this excitement and energy you have from Summit or from this call to be a part of your team. And then that coach sneak peek is a great thing for you guys to invite people to. Okay. So number one, we're going to do the team cup. Number two, invite to the coach sneak peek. And if you want to really up your leadership, like help lead that group, reach out to Duana, and you can help host that group, okay? The next thing that we're going to do, and I'm going to tell you guys, I want you guys to lead that group together. I'm delegating that because a great leader delegates tasks. I want you guys to know I'm personally hosting a sneak peek this next week I have 9 of my challengers from the UK. They're going to host a coach sneak peek for their friends in the UK. So I'm hosting that next week. And then the next coach sneak peek will be the 31st, hosted by you guys. And I'll be in the group. I'll be there present and be able to help you guys answer questions that you might not be able to answer, but you guys are going to lead that group. And then the next thing that we're going to do is this right here. I put this in the team page today. Guys, remember, don't wait to be motivated. You take action, make checklists, and you can start to see success. One thing that I took away, and this is my last thing, I promise. One thing that I took away is that you got to show your team exactly what you're doing. Guys, I'm sponsoring at least one coach a week. So this is a weekly checklist. Like, I think too often, like I've said, hit Success Club and never really talked about, to build a team, you need to sponsor at least one coach a week. Like if you want to build a strong star diamond or elite coach, you can't just be sponsoring customers all the time. And this is one of those back in the day talks. To hit Success Club back in 2011, to have Success Club 5, you had to sponsor one coach. I could have 5 points and 0 coaches, and I do not hit Success Club. So I forgot about that. So I'm bringing it back. If you want to build a team, you have got to, and you guys are raising the standard. So this is a weekly checklist. So if you want to have your new coaches sponsor one coach and begin to build their teams and hit Emerald, you must raise the bar. They've got to see you doing more. Okay, so here's a checklist. Check off your healthy meals. Like you did at least 21 healthy meals in a week. That you did your 5 workouts, your 7 Shakeologies. That you posted at least one lifestyle post a day on social media. You did 7 fitness, nutrition type posts on your social media. That you read at least 10 minutes a day on your social media. That you did at least 21 challenge group invites. That you did at least 3 coaching posts, which is talking about why you're a Team Beachbody coach, what it is you're doing, how you're helping people, how you're fulfilled. That you do 3 recognition posts. That you get here's where you can check off. I got my 2 Success Club points from a challenge pack or a Shakeology Home Direct, and I had 1 coach. Guys, if you mark those things off, guys, you can feel like it's a chemical in your brain when you check something off that makes you feel good. So guys, it's a long journey. There's going to be hard work. There's going to be pain. There's going to be struggle. There's going to be sacrifice. There's going to be getting outside your comfort zone. But guys, at least with this win the week, we can check it off and get those boosts of I'm doing the right things. If I just stay with the right things over time, as the compound effect shows, I'm going to have massive success in 3 to 5 years. I'm going to have great success in 1 year. So I'll put this image up. I don't have a printer in my house. I'm having my mom print them off for me. I'm going to be checking them off, and I'm going to be posting my accountability in the team page. I want you guys to do that with me. So there's the 3 takeaways. Team Cup. We got a coach sneak peek coming up in a week and a half. Either you're helping lead it or you're going to be in it, involved in it, posting in it, sharing your story in it, inviting your prospects to it, and we're going to win the week. We're going to work hard every single week. Guys, think about this like baseball. That's you at practice every week. Doing your batting practice, doing your grounding practice, doing your throwing practice, doing your stretching, doing your running. You're checking off that you went to practice every single day. If you guys do that, you don't become an expert by showing up sometimes. You don't become a champion by showing up just when you feel like it. You do it by showing up every single day. So let's do this. Let's make it fun. Let's feel rewarded by making those check marks. It makes you feel good. That way we can be more organized and make sure we're doing the right activities to align us with building our businesses. So love you guys. We went a little long today, but I felt we needed to talk about all these things coming out of Summit. But guys, like Carl said at Summit, I put it on my YouTube channel. Picture me sitting in this chair, you sitting in a chair next to me that's empty. I cannot do this alone. It'll be lonely alone. I need you guys to do this with me. I need you guys to work hard with me. I need you guys to work harder than you've ever worked before, and that's how we're going to become champions in this business. Love you guys, and we'll see you guys next week on the team call. We'll see you guys later. Bye.